Hey everyone, it's your girl, My Gems.
And your boy Tony Benjamin.
We're back again on another episode of Dropping Gems 252. Y'all already know. So today we just really came up here again today to talk about reflection. So today I came up with this theory where I was thinking about how a lot of people want to project their insecurities on you whenever they feel threatened or triggered about something that you genuinely do for yourself when you're trying to literally, embody who you are. But by you embodying who you are, people don't like that because it shows who they are or what they're not doing. And you come to find out that you're the only ones you're the only owner. Well, let me reflect that. You're the only one who can control your happiness, basically. So you're the only owner, the only one who can control your happiness, basically. So imagine someone coming over to you because they're upset and they want to make you feel the way they feel, so they try to make you upset. And here you are, not understanding that people all have bad days, and you feel like because they're having a bad day, you should have a bad day with them. But it's not that you really feel that way, but it's something you feel like you have to engage in because it was brought to your attention abruptly, and you weren't ready for that action that was taken upon you, where it caused you to react instead of respond. And a lot of us know that hurt people. And it's not that they are aware that they're hurting you, but they're just in the level of unawareness, which causes you to which causes misery to want company. So, if they're unaware or they don't choose to, or not even that they don't choose to, or they just don't want to, heal that part of themselves or bring awareness to them, they want someone to come and join the party with them, well, as long as you're doing the same thing I'm doing, I don't feel bad because I don't want to be alone in my misery. I don't want to have to do the hard work. I don't want to have to reflect. I don't want to have to take accountability. I don't want to have to cut off ties that I know mean no good, but yet they feel good. But that's not all the time, just sometimes. And sometimes, it's hard to get out of those bad habits, but at the same time, enough is enough. Right. How long can you take being in these situations based off the things that you want in life?
And sometimes those people seem like they want to be saved, but in truthfully, like she said, they just want someone to join them in their misery, because misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? So they'll present themselves as, they need your help, they want your help, and all of this.
But they only... Sorry.
To face whatever it is that they're going through. But truthfully, they just want you to feel the pain with them. They just want to share the pain with
you. Yeah, because, what makes them feel even worse is when you don't want to share the pain with them, you try to tell them to get out of that, but they start to play victim. And, not everyone... there's a time and a place where you could be the victim, but you don't have to stay the victim. You can use that very situation that you're going through to empower you to become better and not be the victim, but also teach other people who are victims to get out of the victim mentality, because yes, we may not have control over other people, but we have control over ourselves. And sometimes we choose to do the opposite of what we need to do because we want to do what we want to do. And not all the times doing what we want to do is what's best for us. And a lot of times we get the signs, we get the symbols, we get everything in the world that's trying to tell us. God is always trying to tell you where you need to be, not where you want to be. A lot of us want to be in places. A lot of us want to be in relationships. A lot of us want to do what we want to do. And that's why God's not going to force you to do anything you don't want to do. But at the same time, sometimes your wants aren't always as healthy as your needs need to be. You know, your needs are what you need, and your wants are what you want, based off this illusion or this perception you feel like you need. I mean, you feel like you need, but really it's just a want. You know, we know we want a relationship, so we want that person, but that person is emotionally unavailable, and that's what you need. You need someone who is emotionally available. But when you attract the very person who is who is emotionally unavailable, it goes back to the very reflection of yourself and why you attracted that individual in the first place, because then you see that that person is just a mere reflection of what you are at the same time. You want what you can't have at the moment, because you're not in alignment with the very person you want to attract. So you want someone who's emotionally available, but you're not emotionally available. You want someone who's tall, works out, does everything, but yet you're not working out. You're not saying you're not being healthy. You want someone who takes care of themselves, who cares about their body, who cares about everything about themselves, but you don't even love yourself. Like, how does that add up? You got to learn to start asking for things that align with you, that is on your level. And it's just like you want a millionaire, but you don't even have a millionaire mindset. You don't have the qualifications to attract those things. Not saying that you can't, though. You just have to be realistic about the things you want, and know that if you want it, you can't get it where you at right now. So a lot of times we want things, but we're not in the place or in the certain mindset that we need to be in to gain the things that we want. But you know that we want, but also need, because your needs kind of could go into the same things as you want, because you love, I want this, but in order for me to actually have that, I have to become the very thing that I want.
I was just gonna say that comes with when your needs and your wants line up. Most of the times, because you're doing what you need to be doing.
Yep.
And when you're doing what you need to be doing, your needs will lead you to what you want.
That's a
If
big
that
fact.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because your mindset changes. So the wants that you wanted before, you don't no longer want those things, because you learn from those very things that were never aligned to the very thing that you need. Because, like you said, they kind of go in with each other, because it's like, now that I'm actually moving towards the things that I need, they become my wants, and
Legit.
I no longer want nothing less than what I thought I wanted before, because now that I've moved up and started working towards the things that I need in my life, everything rearranged and changed for the better. And it's like I couldn't even see myself going back to something that I thought I wanted, because that's not what I wanted, because I was actually unaware of the things that I needed. So if I don't know what I need, I'm just going to go for what I want. So if I want a cheeseburger, but I know I need a salad, but nobody's telling me, oh, go for the salad, or you feel like, well, no one's telling me to do it, but at the same time, I know what I need, and it's like, there goes my want coming into place, and I was like, but I want the burger, so I'm gonna eat the burger. And it's not that you should feel bad because you want that, but you have to take accountability for that choice that you made, and you can't
Exactly.
you can't fault no one else for what decision you choose to make, when you had to when you had to make a decision in that sense.
In certain situations or whatever situation that you're facing, like you always have a choice in the matter. Like you can choose to react a certain way or respond a certain way. Like, and if you, like she was saying about the salad and the burger, good and well you need that salad, but you chose the burger because you gave in to the urge. See, but that's where wisdom comes in. You know what comes with that burger. You know that burger may upset your stomach. You know that burger is counterproductive to the type of body you want. You know what I'm saying? You know all of these things, and yet you still chose the burger when you should have chose the salad. So you understand that you made a choice, so therefore whatever comes with that is your responsibility.
It's like your cause and effect.
Yeah.
You know the
You can't
cause.
put that on nobody else.
Yeah,
You did that.
Yep, and a lot of people want to blame everyone else around them but themselves. They want to blame, the fact that I had to feel healthy, and you had two choices that can that can allow you to walk into that, or start walking that path of becoming more healthy. So you had the choice, and it was like, okay, life is all about balance. So yes, I'm okay with having a burger every now and then, but know that I'm going to know the consequences of that if you eat too much of it. Yeah, today I'm going to eat a salad, and I'm going to eat a salad all day for the next 3 days, and that's good. You're working towards eating healthy, but sometimes you know you might want to change it up a bit, but that don't fault yourself for it. Just don't play the victim when you make your choices. You just have to accept your choices that was made and move forward. And once you made it, you made it. You just don't.
Yeah, like don't beat yourself up.
Right.
But acknowledge.
Yeah.
Acknowledge your own actions and choices.
And when you actually start to accept the choices that you make or made, the things that you did, and you have no regret about them, you just kind of learned along the way. You just accept that. You're learning right now in this very moment how to be more aware of your choices and the decisions you choose to make, and the situations you choose to be in. Like, everything is a choice, and not saying every choice you make is a good choice and that feels like a good choice, because a lot of the things that are good for us don't feel as good as they actually are. It's because it takes a lot of unprogramming to reprogram your mind from something that you've always done to something.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, it's not going to. Like, you can't go from something you've always done to something that you want to do right now. Like, it's just like being on a drug and you want to stop cold turkey. Some people can do that, but some people cannot. And it comes with the consequences of withdrawals and all this stuff that came with it, and you want to go back to it because your body is craving something that it's used to. But when you actually start working towards things and fighting those urges and allowing the discipline that you have for yourself to take place, you don't give in as much. Sometimes you do, but majority of the time you don't. And it's all about, it's okay sometimes, but just keep on going. As long as you keep going and moving forward and allowing yourself to reflect on yourself and accept the things that you do and the things that you feel like you don't like, but you just have to accept that, okay, I'm working on that. I'm not perfect, because no one's perfect, but I'm acknowledging my faults, and I'm acknowledging where I went wrong, and I'm acknowledging that I can do better, and I'm not going to get mad at anyone or anything that came with that consequence or that action, because every choice has every choice that I make has something that comes with it. And it's not nothing that I can control. It's just when you decide to make that choice always has its own list of things that come with it. So, and that's with any choice you make. So,
and in the end, all you can do is accept whatever choices you've made in the past, because you can't change them. You can only reflect and learn to accept the choices you made, accept yourself for who you are, and if you want to be better or change yourself, you have to do that going forward.
Yep.
Because you can't, whatever's happened has happened. It's in the past. Like,
and the only time you go backwards is when you acknowledge it, you accept it, you heal it, you go deep down, you unbury that pain or whatever you felt in that moment that made you feel like you weren't good enough, and you take that and you heal that, because you were always good enough. You just had to learn from experience how to choose better.
Yeah.
You don't go and say, I was never a good chooser, or I never made good decisions or choices. Maybe at one point in time you lacked making better choices, but it's okay, because you're a product. You
learn from the experience?
Right. And then, you know, a lot of us feel like because we come from a certain family or we come from a certain environment that we have to act a certain way that we came from. But that's another generational curse that's been passed down that you have to break. A lot of us have to break the habits that aren't even of our own. And even though we embody these habits, they had to come from somewhere that nobody taught you of where you get this, where this even stems from about who you are and why you are the way you are. And you know, sometimes a lot of people don't even know themselves to even tell you who you are because
Facts.
they lack that awareness. So you have to be the one to find that out by your own experience. Nobody comes with a guidebook and say, okay, today you're going to be doing this and you're going to learn that. You're going to learn this. You know, nobody can tell you that. You are the only one who holds the key to your destiny, and you have to see and you have to experience. You have a lot. You may meet people that help you get there, but at the end of the day, they can bring you to the water. They just can't make you drink it. So,
Facts.
you know.
Like, before you even try to change the world, you got to have some type of sense of yourself.
Yep. That's why this is all about reflection.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I was like, imagining you being in a room and someone's upset and they're mad and they want to come to you and they want to argue and then they're calling you all kinds of names. And you just imagine you in a room with nobody in it. You're just standing there with your own response because no one matters but you at that moment. So when that person comes, excuse me, when that person comes and you imagine what they look like, you imagine them in a room all by themselves with nothing but a white room, and they're just arguing mad at you, but really they're mad at themselves. Because then imagine that very situation where you're being forced to argue with no one but yourself. You're mad at someone else, but you should be mad at how you responded because you have no control over whatever that person is. You need to be learning how to have self control over yourself and your own emotions, and not try to put it out and take it out on other people. You know, because that doesn't help no one. It's not helping you. It's not helping them. It's just causing more confusion. And we all know God is not the God of confusion.
And everybody is responsible for their own feelings. That's why they're called your feelings. Like, you're responsible for that. You're responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your feelings. You can't control what comes out of the next person's mouth.
Yeah.
Or what the next person does, but you can't control you in every situation that you're into.
Right, because Tony was talking about how he be feeling like when he goes to work, he's all happy, he's all jolly, you know, and then the moment he gets in there, he can just feel all these different type of energies trying to make him feel like how they feel. But that's when he self-reflects and self-checks himself. He'd be like, hold on, why do I feel like that? That has nothing to do with me. Someone around here must be feeling some type of way because that ain't me. That's when you go and you actually check yourself, feel why you feeling this. This ain't me, this is someone else. Let me let go of that and, you know, continue on having a good day for myself because nobody else is going to take me. I can't give the power to no one to allow me to feel something. I'm not giving you that power.
Facts.
I'm never going to give you my power for you to make me feel some type of way, to have control over my emotions. And you only know that until when you realize you're like, you look at someone, you be like, oh my God, I can't believe I allowed you to get me out of character. You out of all people. When I know the type of person you are, and I know the type of things you do, and I know the type of tricks you play, where I was the one who fell for it because I'm aware. I allowed myself to let my guard down because I didn't, you know, I allowed some things to slide. But sometimes letting shit slide gets you right back in, you know, come back and poke you in the eye, you know.
Right.
I shouldn't have never let that shit slide, and and then because I let it poke me in the eye, I was blind to the shit. I couldn't see the shit, and now I have to learn by experiencing what I had to learn from the consequences of what I allowed in my energy, and now I have to, you know, learn from that experience and make better choices off of that. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not gonna be mad at myself. I mean, before, once upon a time, when I was unaware of what I was doing, what I was doing, I would beat myself up a lot. But realizing, like, there's no way I could even know anything or even get where I'm at without knowing or being tricked or played, you know, because a lot of us can't really win until we learn how to fail. Like,
facts.
There's no way we can win until we fail first. We fail multiple times before we reach the top. We fall, we slip, we run up the stairs, we fall, we slip and slip down 5 more steps. Like, we're still going to get up and run and get to the top, but it's not going to be a easy just run quick climb and I'm there. No, no, no. Life is.
And side note, those people that be around and seem to find some type of enjoyment out of your slip ups and failures and things of that nature, you don't need them around you.
No, because imagine both of y'all going up a mountain and then you slip and they run past you laughing at you and being like, I was waiting for that moment because I knew you were the best, but I wanted to get here with you, so maybe I could find a way to make you get below me. I could get ahead of you by trying to use you against you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go up, we both climbing and I see you slip and fall. I'm not reaching my hand down to help you get up. No, not me. I'm only here to get you, to get where you are and then try to get you where I was at. You know, I want to be ahead of you now. I'm using you against you.
Now, them type of people you don't need nowhere in your vicinity.
Those
nowhere
opportunists.
Around. Right.
Beware of those opportunists. And you find those people, your opportunities could be your friend, your sibling, your family, anybody, your coworker, anybody that's like not really trying to do the work, but trying to let you do the work for them so that they can catch a ride to the top and not realizing they didn't get the training. That's why they never get to the top, because they think it's an easy road when no one's road, it was never their road to begin with. It was always yours. But because people want to be you, or want to try to embody everything you do, try to, get ahead, they don't realize what comes with the path that was laid before you.
Facts.
They don't know how to stay in their own lane. So when they wind up trying to get in, when they wind up getting in someone else's lane, they fuck around and find out, to be honest.
Fuck around and find out.
You get ran over real fast. You thought you could run this race, or run my side, or run in my lane, because there ain't no race really. It's just me against me. Here you go trying to fucking get in my way.
Yeah.
And try to be me versus you, when it was never me versus you, because it's all in your head. It was always me versus me, but because you didn't like the fact that I was minding my own business, staying in my own lane, and you was in the other lane watching me, you felt like maybe I could take what she got and get up there to the finish line a little faster, not knowing that by me moving the way I'm moving, I'm not moving just by me moving the way I'm moving. It's helping more than just myself. It's helping others. And I'm not here to race no one. I'm not here to compete against no one. I'm only here to truly, figure life out and stay in my lane and move accordingly by the way I was meant to move.
And I said it in a song. Listen, I zig and I zag, and I ain't scared to crash. So keep in your lane. Like, I'm in my lane, I'm all over my lane. So you don't want to be over here in my lane.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It could be dangerous for you.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you don't have pure intentions.
Exactly.
So
stay in your lane, because I will crash in mine. Because I ain't scared to. It's my lane.
Yeah.
And do what I want. You know what I mean?
And guess what?
Or what I need, rather.
If we in the same lane right now, we're in the lane right now. You on one side, I'm on the other side. We on the same energy. We on the same alignment. So we are against each other. We already where we at. Like, I'm here, you're there. So that means we both got the same things in common. We got certain things that we can both do that we're not going against. We're actually working together. It's like we're staying afloat because we're constantly, feeding each other, filling each other's cups up.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, oh, I need some water to keep running. All right, here's some. I'm gonna help you get to your side, to the finish line. I'm not trying to beat you. I'm not trying to be behind you. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just simply giving you some water to help you get where you need to get to, just as well as you're giving me water to get where I get to. And whether I see you at the finish line before me or not, I'm still gonna help you get to the top by, just by me staying in my lane. And if we happen to be in the same alignment, or working towards the same goals, therefore that's just a compliment, or an addition to things that I already have, and things that I could do for myself, but I also want to do with others as well. because it's not just about me, it's more about the community as well too.
Yeah.
So everything I'm doing helps me help you.
And I hope y'all know I was speaking metaphorically when I said I ain't scared to crash. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a metaphor.
I want y'all to know, if I wrote a book and he wrote that very line and people took it seriously, they would think that that's exactly what he meant, and that's the only way I'm going to be able to make it. Because if you get in my lane, I'm gonna crash. No, sometimes metaphorically we speak so we can use that as an example to help you see a different way of understanding,
Yeah.
and understanding how or where we're coming from. But it's just like some of the things the Bible says. It has a lot of things that are metaphorically said in it, but a lot of people take it literal, so they expect that what they said to be true.
Yeah,
But
they take it at face value instead of diving a little deeper. You should always dive deeper.
Yeah, because a lot of us use a lot of different analogies that make you seem like, like we say, you got to bring a horse to the water, but if you can't make him drink it, then, are you literally about to go look for a horse to go find to bring to the water, and if it don't drink it, you're going to get upset? You literally feel like that was a literal thing that you had to do to get, some deeper understanding of something. Like, no, that's just a metaphor. Like,
yeah.
And it's crazy because a lot of people don't have that
Yeah, they
clarity.
Took it literal.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
It's a little scary though, because now that I realize, like, people don't sit and think. There's people that don't think, that don't have a capability of thinking. It's almost like you were cursed from connecting to source.
Yeah, and it's like, it's no fault of their own. They're just
who they are, and that's their tool in my game. I feel that way. It's like, yeah, I may be dangerous to you because I can hear basically what I need to hear to get where I'm going, but you don't. So your life is a little more harder. So you're jealous of the fact that I have a key to getting to where I need to be a lot, or maybe a little bit easier, because now I have a guide in my head and you don't. So then you find out who you are, and it's hard to accept the very version of who you are and what you're meant to play in this reality of your existence. And I'm not saying that your existence isn't important. It is, because everyone's important. Everyone's existence is important because it all plays a part. No one is here coincidentally, because everyone's here on purpose. And that's the thing.
For a purpose.
Yeah, on purpose and for a purpose. Whether you feel like you're real or not. Because think about it.
That's a shirt.
Think about us right now. I'm buying a fake plant, but that fake plant doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't have a purpose. It's just a plant. When there's a real plant, there's also a fake plant. So everyone has to realize there's always two sides to the coin. You got the real and you got the fake.
Facts.
So this the ones who you got to find out who you are, and it sucks to know that you ain't the real one out here. You just you a Barbie, but you ain't go a Harbie.
But you can become a real. You can become real.
You could become a real
by getting real with yourself.
Yeah, but that's what I said. That's a real one. If you become a Barbie, but you gotta go hard, B, so that you can know the real me. And out here playing the game, but be the game. Be the actual. You're playing your own game, basically.
Facts.
Know that you're playing your own game, and you create your reality, and every choice you make paves the way to your next choice, to the next choice that's going to lead to the next page, the next section, or what lane are you going to? Every stop that you are standing at, you have two choices. You're always coming to a crossroad where you have to make choices, and every level has different choices on each one that's going to lead you to a different level. And some level you can go up, and some levels you can go down. But sometimes if you go down, you got to get another lesson that needs to become a blessing. So, in order for you to receive a blessing, you literally got to get lessons around here.
Legit.
So, and that's the hardest thing about, another hard thing about it. It's like, damn, so I want to know what real love is. So you get all the bad love. You get all the fucking worst kind of relationship you can ever get because you didn't know that in order for you to know what real love is, because you never received it, you have to experience what not getting real love feels like, because you got to break the cycle of your programming of thinking that your love has to go this way when it really supposed to go that way.
Facts.
So it's like reprogramming your inherited habits, I would say, because it's like you're a result of a lack of knowledge, or you're the result of not knowing
And
yourself.
yeah.
So
And your way of thinking, because a lot of times, whether you realize it or not, you pick up on all the things that are around you, like the people that are in your life on a consistent basis. You pick up their habits, you pick up traits from them, you pick up their way of doing things. Like your family, everybody you grew up with, they mold you. You all of you. Everybody in your family has characteristics of another family member, because
Yeah.
y'all all shape and mold each other.
Yeah.
Because you grow together. You grew up in the same house. You experiencing some of the same situations. You may have responded or reacted differently, but y'all pick up off each other and y'all share certain traits, and that's just how it go. So
Yeah, and that's the truth, because I was raised by my mother up until I was 13, and then moved in with my auntie when I was 13 to 18. And I also have off traits from both parties. A lot of things happen where I our experiences come from our family upbringing. Our experience can come from our friends. And when we realize that, these things make you who you are, you don't play victim to it. You just use it as your weakness, as your superpowers now. So, and I only speak for myself, because a lot of things that were used against me when I was unaware of my triggers was a way to put me in a place where they wanted me to be. But now that I'm aware of those triggers, and I'm aware of where it stems from, I don't no longer allow those type of people or those type of things to put me in a state of in a certain mindset that made me feel less of myself, or made me feel like I was unworthy, because you felt you were unworthy. And it's not my fault. It's not your fault that you were unaware, but sometimes, like I said, hurt people hurt people. And if they can't get where they want to be, they're going to bring someone down with them.
facts.
So I'm not going to hell with no one. Okay. I'm only going to heaven. I create heaven on earth as I speak now, because if all I have are my memories, I'm definitely going to try to choose better than worse.
The
Because
bad ones. Yeah, I want. Yeah, he said it. I couldn't have said it better.
yeah,
If all you got is your memories, why choose the bad ones to hold on to?
and people in their toxic traits, I'm no longer trying to be toxic.
Yeah.
I'm no longer trying to be around toxic, but I also had to be toxic to know what toxic is. So therefore, I don't like the feeling of what it comes with, and I know that I'm going to start choosing better. So at the end of the day, I just hope that our reflecting on ourselves and our thoughts for today would help you guys get a bigger picture of what self-reflecting is, and how it affects you and your choices, and what the choices that you make, you know, cause and effects, and everything that you do leads to where you are at this exact very moment today. Whether you feel like you had a choice in it or not, even making no choice is a choice. So at the end of the day, choose to respond at a higher level, even when you could be choosing to be toxic. Now, sometimes it's necessary, because some people got you fucked up. Some people feel like you can never bring that other side out, but therefore, I don't have it for no reason. I can show you better than I can tell you, but I choose. Sometimes I'll go low because I got time, but that time, sometimes, majority of the time, I don't have time. So,
And you just got to remember, like, I don't know, for me, this is what I try to tell myself. Like, you take you wherever you go.
yep.
So I just try to be a better version of myself the last time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That I was present somewhere.
So at the end of the day, you guys, we just hope that you guys get the bigger picture of what we're trying to say here today. And, at the end of the day, make better choices. There are cause and effects of everything everything that you choose to do in your life. Everything has a cause and effect. Just learn from your mistakes. Never always hold yourself accountable, but never condemn yourself for what you've done at the same time. Because if you choose to do better, then you know that that it was an experience that needed to be experienced.
And you learn from it because you chose to do better.
Learning from it is choosing to do better. And when you choose to do better, you're learning from it all at the same time. So thank you guys for taking the time out today to watch another episode of us on Dropping Gems 252 on the episode of self-reflecting and accountability. And we'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Dropping Gems 252.
And remember, be cool how you be cool. Be you and be true.
And that's on game. All right, you guys. See y'all next time. Deuces.
Seem like every night I pray for forgiveness. When I wake up, don't remember I'm living. Call me on Drewski, I'm standing on business. Nigga talk wet, he gon' sleep with the fishes. These little bitches ain't peeping my interest. Showing their ass on the ground for attention. Can't get it jumping, these niggas be flinching. Give them a mile and these niggas be inching. Can't crack a smile, they be like, what's up serious? Run it up fast cause the niggas so fierce. All them dark nights had to wipe away them tears. Couldn't face myself, started facing my fears. God told me be patient, I put up a chair. He said first lesson, life ain't fair. These niggas ain't me, man, they cannot compare. These niggas is common and bitch, I'm too real.
I am the cream of the crop, the shit when it drop, the coke in the pot, the adrenaline shot when the cops hit the spot, the op on the block, the clip in the Glock, like it or not, the one at the top. I'm living this shit till I rot. I'm giving it all that I got. I'm whipping this shit till it rock, pumping this shit till it pop. Get savage and cold when I jot. Think for you give me a slot, want me on the song, it's a dinner date. I treat this shit like a new buffet, catching my side like a new bouquet. All of you rappers charcuterie, I need blood in the sport like the Kumite. Was new to say, give a fuck about the shit you accumulate. Who did you screw today? Or how many drugs you take? The money you threw away on cars and clothes and jewelry. I just wanna see if you got some respect for the craft. Bet I fuck with hip hop till she say that she through with me. Still I'ma be right on her ass outside in the yard throwing rocks at the glass.
Ain't throwing rocks at the glass. I'ma come through, put that Glock on her ass. I fuck the world, now I'm doubling back. If I fall off, bitch, I'm bubbling back. Keep me a match just to cover the mess. Keep 3 accountants to cover the cash. Only wear Picos to cover the mat. I know these niggas won't cover the swag. You niggas better go budget your bag. Bullet spray over your body like ash. My shooter stay on your head like a hat. Pillow talking niggas cover the fat. Keep it 100, they lower than rats. Look in my closet, it look like a rat. Sipping this lean, I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act.
Yeah. Y'all better make some room, better not make a move. Might just make the news, play them games you lose. Move how gangsters move, these hoes pick and choose. I ain't make the rules, no I ain't make the rules. Yeah. Ain't going for nothing, I'm thugging for real. Hustle for mine, live and die by the flip. Dodging the L's, trying to catch me an M. Play with my money, you know what it is. Stay in your lane or get found on your whip. Too many shots, I extended the clip. Talking too wet, hope a nigga don't slip. Yeah. I see the plot as it thickens. When you up, they want your spot in position. Keep a Glock and a knot in your mittens. Remember, pray for forgiveness. Probably starve if you wait for permission. Bet at large if you taking a risk. Stand on your charge, you get caught on a mission. But don't you get caught in my kitchen. I'm cooking up. You ain't shook enough.